What is going on, everyone? Today we are going to do a little something different. There's going to be no mini bikes, no Toyota Tacomas in the snow. Today we're going to do the unboxing of my new riding gear, or at least some of the new riding gear. We're going to do a little pre-ride review. Before we get into it, I want to thank Wendy and Nate down at Nalt's Littleton for their great deals on any sort of power sports equipment, riding gear, apparel, you name it, they have it. For the past 10 years or so, I've been riding on a pretty haggard pair of Tech 3s, and I thought that was a good time to change that. The new set of Alpinestars latest Tech 7 boots. You can see with the Tech 7, Alpinestars includes a hinged ankle on both sides here. This is great for off-road riding. You get much more dexterity, more mobility. You get definitely more brake and shifter response out of the boot. Another cool thing they've added since the Tech 3 is the replaceable insert. Granted, my Tech 3s are 10 years old, so I'm probably way behind on boot technology, but it's nice to see that the manufacturers are keeping up with reusing boots and not just throwing them away when you wear through the soles from sharp pegs or whatever. But yeah, we have a replaceable insert. I'm a little perplexed as to what the tread pattern up front on the toe is supposed to be doing. I'm going to have to say it's probably grip for the shifter and the brake lever. It's a very interesting design, and I'm curious how that's going to play. Also, the sipes, or grooves, I guess, are another interesting choice. I really like the stippling, and of course the Alpinestars logo at the bottom is a really nice touch. Overall, though, these are definitely an upgrade from what I had before. I'm excited to see how these break in. Normally boots take a while to break in. All the internet reviews on this particular Tech 7 says they break in pretty quickly. I'm actually going to ride later on today, so I will have a post-ride review hopefully up later on after this video is posted. Another thing to mention is the buckles they're not completely aluminum, but they are mostly metallic hardware. The clasps are bolted in and not molded in. They're adjustable on at least this end of it. Pretty simple adjustment in and out. As well on the front here. There is a toe guard. There's this plastic toe guard right here. It's nice to see they included grip here for the shifter and the brake. I'm not sure on the right boot if this is really necessary, but I'm assuming it's probably just easier to manufacture them with both the stippling on both sides. Yeah, this is about the only leather portion of the boot. The back here and above the heel here. The heel is nice and protected. The sole comes up nicely here. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the purchase on these. Like I was saying, my Tech 3s were pretty haggard. Alright, so as you can see, here's my old Tech 3, new Tech 7. One of the interesting things I just happened to notice as I was doing this, the Tech 7 is actually a taller boot. It's taller by like a good 2 inches or so. So that's interesting, a little more support there. Like I had mentioned earlier in the video, the Tech 7 has the hinged heel, the Tech 3 does not. Granted, these are, I would have to gander 12 years old, maybe, if not 15 years old. I got them quite a while, I think 12, 13 years ago. They do have the same stippling that the 7 does here, slightly less refined. But as you can see, mine did not wear out on the sole. They wore out the actual bottom chunk of the boot here and the side of the boot here. I ride pretty pigeon-toed, I ride pretty penguin-toed, so my toes like to stick out. I've been trying to get better at keeping my toes in to prevent this abnormal wear, but this is definitely something from my riding style that's causing this. But as you can see, there's no convenient replaceable insert. These soles might be replaceable, but it's not easily advertised. As you can see on the Tech 3, it is mostly plastic hardware. The clasps are riveted in. They're all plastic. These have the 7s have the metallic clasp here, a little more refined buckle setup, a little more money, a little more technology, but that's what 10 years of technology looks like in boots, and obviously a jump in trim level. Almost at it. Alright, so here is the scoop on my new Alpinestars Tech 7 boots. I like them. I really, really like them. They're waterproof. You can see I've swamped them a couple times, more than a few times than I care to admit. Buckles are good, secure, quick adjustments, work flawlessly. None of them have loosened up. I probably have, I don't know, maybe 50, 75 trail miles on them, and I don't see any noticeable signs of wear and tear. I mean, a couple scuffs here and there, but nothing crazy. I don't run sharpened foot pegs or anything like that, so I'm not super hard on boots, and I'm not really a big guy either, so again, that's usually a good indicator of boots lasting a long time. But yeah, overall, well worth the money compared to the Tech 3s. The hinged ankle, great. Flexibility is great. Good shifter feel, good brake fuel. The one thing that I have noticed though, they squeak. They squeak a lot. I tried 3-in-1 oil on them and it kind of stopped some of the squeaking. It didn't really do a whole lot though. It's kind of hard. You probably can't see it, but if you have your own set at home, you probably know what I'm talking about. The hinge is enclosed on both sides, so you probably don't catch it on anything. It's a great feature. You don't want an open hinge, obviously, going through the woods with sticks and rocks and whatnot, but it makes it really hard to lubricate the hinge. And I think if I could get some form of grease into it, they wouldn't squeak nearly as bad. Maybe as they break in, they'll get better. But as of right now, they're pretty annoying to walk around in. Might even be able to hear it. Yeah. So I don't know if this is just a trait on my boot, like they're dry. Normally I keep them clean. I kind of just wanted to show the fact that I have been riding and wearing them, I guess. But yeah, great boot. Would highly recommend. If you are in the local area, Wendy and Nate down at Maltz in Littleton, New Hampshire, is the place I got mine, and I would highly recommend you getting yours there as well. Again, these are the new Alpinestars Tech 7. I think they offer an Enduro edition as well. I'm not sure the differences there. I guess it depends on what you want to do. I think this is the standard Tech 7, and it is perfectly fine for, I ride a pretty mix of riding, turkey run, J-Day, might even try a hare scramble this year. But yeah, a wide variety of terrain, a lot of mud, water. They hold up great. Held up great so far. I haven't come home with sopping wet feet. They're super, super comfy. Yeah, definitely buy yourself a new set of boots if you're thinking about it. You'll thank yourself.